Now, the core of the universe is a place called Karda Nui, and it is the source of all the energy that naturally fuels the Mtorin universe. And in its natural state, Karda Nui is just this big empty sandbar full of energy storms, but like so much of the Mtorin universe, it was damaged by the Great Cataclysm in two ways. First of all, Karda Nui is directly beneath the southern continent, and as we know, in the Great Cataclysm, a piece of the southern continent broke off, floated up to the surface of the ocean, and became the island of Voyanui, where the Mask of Life was hidden. This left a giant hole in the roof of the Mtorin universe, and water from the ocean poured through it and down into Karda Nui, and it has now formed like a swamp all over the bottom of the area. I'm gonna elect not to get into the math of like the volume of water that would come through an island-sized hole in the bottom of the ocean over 1,000 years, and how big Karda Nui would need to be for that to just kind of form a swamp at the bottom, because that is in fact impossible, but we're just gonna move past that. The other thing that happened to Karda Nui in the Great Cataclysm is that many of the stalactites in its ceiling fell and impaled themselves in the ground, forming kind of like inverted mountain pillars. It's very Avatar vibes. And atop these pillars are the Sky Villages, where there is a settlement of Mtorin. Specifically, these are of Mtorin, or Mtorin of Light. Now, the thing with Mtorin of Light is that we have learned at this point that there can be Mtorin of elements outside of the standard 6. So there are Mtorin of things like sound and gravity and magnetism. But we were not previously aware that there could be Mtorin of Light, and that is very much by design. See, the Mtorin of Light were the first Mtorin. They were made by the great beings themselves to help prep the universe for Mata Nui's initial awakening. But then after they completed that work, the Order of Mata Nui, aka the deep state shadow government of the Mtorin universe, decided that the existence of the Mtorin of Light should be kept a secret. This is because from basically day one, the Order has mistrusted the Brotherhood of Makuta, aka the League of Shadow Daddies. So the Order took some of the Mtorin of Light and wiped their memories and relocated them to other lands, and the rest were hidden in caves beneath the southern continent on top of the stalactites that fell down into Karda Nui during the Great Cataclysm. So the Mtorin of Light that were living in those caves are now living on the tops of these stone pillars.